Genesis chapter 40. It happened some time later that the king of Egypt's cupbearer and his baker offended their master, the king of Egypt. Pharaoh was angry with his two officials, the chief cupbearer and the chief baker, and put them under arrest in the house of the commander of the guard, in the jail where Joseph was a prisoner. The commander of the guard assigned Joseph to them to attend to their wants, and they remained under arrest for some time. Now both of them had dreams on the same night, each with its own meaning for the cupbearer and the baker of the king of Egypt, who were prisoners in the jail. When Joseph came to them in the morning, he saw that they looked gloomy, and he asked the two officials who were with him under arrest in his master's house, "Why these black looks today?" They answered him, "We have had a dream, but there is no one to interpret it." "Are not interpretations God's business?" Joseph asked them. "Come, tell me." So the chief cupbearer described his dream to Joseph, telling him, "In my dream I saw a vine in front of me. On the vine were 3 branches. No sooner had it budded than it blossomed, and its clusters became ripe grapes. I had Pharaoh's cup in my hand. I picked the grapes and squeezed them into Pharaoh's cup, and put the cup into Pharaoh's hand." "Here is the interpretation of it," Joseph told him. "The 3 branches are 3 days. In another 3 days, Pharaoh will release you and restore you to your place. Then you will hand Pharaoh his cup, as you did before, when you were his cupbearer. But be sure to remember me when things go well with you, and do me the kindness of reminding Pharaoh about me, to get me out of this house. I was kidnapped from the land of the Hebrews in the first place, and even here I have done nothing to warrant imprisonment." The chief baker, seeing that the interpretation had been favourable, said to Joseph, "I too had a dream. There were 3 trays of cakes on my head. In the top tray there were all kinds of Pharaoh's favourite cakes, but the birds ate them off the tray on my head." Joseph gave him this answer, "Here is the interpretation of it. The 3 trays are 3 days. In another 3 days Pharaoh will release you and hang you on a gallows, and the birds will eat the flesh off your bones." And so it happened. The 3rd day was Pharaoh's birthday, and he gave a banquet for all his officials, and he released the chief cupbearer and the chief baker in the presence of his officials. The chief cupbearer he restored to his position as cupbearer, to hand Pharaoh his cup. The chief baker he hanged. It was as Joseph had said in his interpretation. But the chief cupbearer did not remember Joseph. He forgot him.